Floyd Mayweather, Manny-Pacquiao was announced that they're going to play at the Sphere. Do you expect anyone from their teams to reach out to see how you guys put it together? Because this will be the first major event since you guys know.
Who's promoting?
Manny-Pacquiao Promotions.
Shit, well, who's paying for production? They're in for a big surprise. I think the moral of this story here today is, I don't see many of these guys are so bad at what they do, I don't know how they stick around. I don't know how any of them are literally going to coexist. And they can do whatever, I mean, there's no buried entry, you can, you know, do just...
Just Google Floyd's name and the IRS. All the news is out there. He owes jewelers money. There's back paid rent for real estate in New York. It's clear that he is now part of the no money team, which is very ironic. And why is he?
When we're getting ready to shoot, he's got like these kind of people at his house,
right?
And there's this like old school jeweler dude there. Like they're like, oh, this is like one of the OG jeweler guys. This is like who everyone else gets their stuff from.
Floyd Mayweather is hiding something big, and Dana White just exposed it on camera. Why is Floyd Mayweather suddenly making excuses about Manny-Pacquiao fight? What truth is he trying to cover up? Exploding head.
And he told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's
Floyd Mayweather versus Manny-Pacquiao is finally happening, but nobody's throwing a party. Instead of being historic, Dana White is openly roasting the champ, calling the whole thing straight up embarrassing. Behind all the flashy wealth, it's obvious this isn't about legacy or revenge. It's all about chasing money, and everyone in the boxing world is quietly saying the same thing.
Across social media, there are rumors and stories coming out about Floyd Mayweather, him auctioning off property in bankruptcy, him being out of money, and that's why he's gonna fight Mike Tyson. Saw this incredible tweet where a guy listed all the things Floyd Mayweather wasted money on while living in Las Vegas and just living culture. That's what Floyd Mayweather is an example of. The stupidity of living for the culture and trying to be relatable and trying to be this incredible icon or example of, look how much money I've made. He's blown it all, and now at 49 years old, he's got to go back into the boxing ring and continue to fight because
Legal heat is closing in on a man who used to throw money around just for fun. Floyd Mayweather now reportedly deals with huge debts and a wave of lawsuits. Unpaid rent on a swanky Manhattan apartment, jewelry bills stacking up in Miami, and even Logan Paul still chasing $1.5 million from their exhibition fight. His untouchable image is starting to crumble under the pressure of unpaid bills, broken deals, and relentless collectors.
Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuit. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million. So why is Floyd suing him, and what is he claiming? Well, Floyd argues that during his legendary career, where he generated $1 billion in revenue plus and pay-per-view money, a significant portion of the funds that he made through those events, through his fights, didn't make it into his hands because they were funneled through accounts controlled by his then advisor, Al Heyman. Now, Mayweather says that Showtime delivered those checks and funds through systems that helped Heyman get the money instead of paying Floyd directly. The lawsuit also points to some of boxing's biggest pay-per-view fights, including fights against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, events that generated hundreds of millions in revenue. Mayweather's legal team said he generated hundreds of millions in revenue for Showtime and now wants to recover what he claims was unfairly.
The shocking part? A rumored 9-figure fortune that looks like it disappeared. Behind closed doors, Floyd Mayweather has slapped Showtime and ex-executive Steven Espinosa with a $340 million lawsuit, claiming huge payouts from blockbuster fights were never paid. Rumor has it, manager Al Heyman may have handled the money, leaving Floyd empty-handed, forcing him to drag networks to court just to get what he's owed.
Is the one that seems like he needs the money more right now. Our guy, Andreas Hale, wrote a story that is kind of went somewhat viral. That's crazy to laugh faces. Although Floyd Mayweather Jr. made hundreds of millions of dollars from his professional boxing career and topped the Forbes list as the highest paid athlete from 2012 to 2014, the boxer is said to have been shortchanged and filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Showtime. The lawsuit filed Tuesday, and obtained by ESPN seeks to recover hundreds of millions of dollars misappropriated funds and damages resulting from a long-running and elaborate scheme of financial fraud, breaches in fiduciary duty, and conspiracy orchestrated by Floyd J. Mayweather's former manager and advisor, Al Heyman, with the knowing and substantial participation and aid of defendants Showtime Networks and Steven Espinosa. Mayweather, who's 48, says he is owed at least $340 million and cites a complex web of hidden accounts, unauthorized transactions, and deliberate concealment of financial records as the reason he believes he's been defrauded from those funds. Heyman is not named as a defendant in the complaint, which is interesting because I misspoke and said he sued Al Heyman. He's essentially saying that Showtime and Al Heyman colluded to not pay him with Steven Espinosa, but then he doesn't name Heyman in the suit. Very odd. Anyway, it's a mess, and for those people that always thought that Floyd Mayweather had financial troubles because of the money he owed to the IRS, because of the terrible business and real estate investments that he's made, and apparently some of these have gone under, and he is owed back rent, or he is owing back rent, and he is delinquent on a lot of payments for a lot of different things right now. These things seem to have added up for Floyd, and now it's pretty apparent that not only is he doing these, bank robbery style exhibitions, but it looks like he absolutely needs to do it, which is very, very sad. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Floyd Mayweather as an individual outside of the ring, but I never want to see athletes have their money mismanaged or mismanage their own money so badly that they go broke in retirement, and it looks like that's kind of what's happening. And here's a snippet from Business Insider because it made me want to pay for the entire article. Business Insider is reporting that Floyd Mayweather could be facing money trouble, citing an estimated $54 million in debt, property foreclosures, multiple lawsuits piling up. Mayweather's attorney strongly denies he's in any kind of financial distress, but the headlines aren't slowing down. $54 million alleged dollars in debt. So it makes sense why they would want.
Keeping up the image of endless riches comes with a massive price. Experts like Joe Rogan and Dan Raphael break down how overspending set the stage for disaster. Private jets, a 50-person entourage, and diamond chains don't come cheap. When those record-breaking paydays dry up, the flashy lifestyle pushes even aging champions back into the ring, risking their health just to stay ahead of creditors. This video is made for information and educational purposes only to keep boxing fans updated. All content is used under fair use for commentary and analysis. No copyright infringement is intended. This video has been made more unique and informative with the help of AI to provide the best experience for our audience.
Mayweather is what, damn near 50 years old? He has 3 fights this year. Why? Why is a retired man that's been retired for quite some time has to go back to fighting?
You can speak on this because you the real estate mogul.
I heard of some shit in New York.
Say he put a lot of money into that, bro.
The lifestyle that he lives, it's not sustainable. It's hard to maintain.
500K in a day?
Every single day.
I don't care if I'm a billionaire.
I don't care if you're a billionaire, fam.
I'm not doing that.
Clearly, you need some bread. So it's like portraying this lifestyle. I got this, I got that, which is cool. Everybody wants to have good shit and live good, but that comes with a price tag. And they selling this false narrative to sustain that lifestyle. It's not that easy, bro.
And you know how they say, like, you can't fly private forever.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to spending fucking 40, 50K to go to Miami. Well, I can buy a fucking first class ticket that costs me $1,500 or $1,000.
Big difference.
I'm gonna humble myself. I'm gonna wait in a fucking line. Don't matter if you have hundreds of thousands, millions, or billionaires, the same principle. If you're not disciplined in managing $100,000, you're not gonna be disciplined handling $100 billion. So can we speak on it? Yeah, damn right we can fucking speak on it. Yeah, I'm not a billionaire, but I know how to manage millions because I've done it. So if I know how to manage millions, what do you think what happens if I get $1 billion? I can manage $1 billion too because I know how to manage $1 million. So at the end of the day,